Okay. Now I need to find my composition book, which I haven't used in forever now. And pen. I just realized this as I after I hit the stream button. Um, it couldn't have moved far. Like, seriously, it was just right freaking here, underneath. Oh no! I think the review might be canceled. Oh my god! Wait, right. Here's the book. The review can still be canceled if I can't find my Demo Gorgon pen. What? No, I didn't unplug my damn headphones. It should have just rolled off. I have a bunch of pencils. They're not ideal. I found a missing battery. Why would I move my pen? I wasn't using it for anything since last time, so why would it? Okay, there it goes. Go over that way. Now I gotta find the remote that. Where? Okay. Okay. There are a few positives. Probably more positives than negatives right now, in terms of just like sheer quantity. Like, I think there's so far there are three negatives, and I think there was like a load screen to tell gave me a summary of what happened. Unfortunately, there's no way to stop it, which would be a negative, and it would cancel out any positive I could give it. Like it's the same negative that I basically gave to well, I didn't give, but that I would give to LSD Dream Emulator if I were. By the way, for the zero of you who've been watching my LSD um, playthrough on YouTube, I have a third part, but I haven't uploaded it yet. I just didn't get around to it, and it's probably going to be the final part because seriously, like that game can only provide so much entertainment. There we go. Um, I seriously overestimated the amount of entertainment that game would give me, and that I could provide by playing it. Because the idea was to play through all 365 in-game days over the course of like 26 installments that are roughly an hour long, covering 2 weeks of in-game time. So I had this whole idea planned out, and then I like 3 hours in, 3 installments in, and I'm like, I don't know how to continue to make this entertaining. In fact, I don't even know if I have been making it entertaining. I mean, it probably would be one thing if I could completely scrub my memory of the game from my mind and approach it like, um, approach it blind and be just completely freaked out by everything that's happening. I had to look up how much LSD is on Japanese PSN. Like, I know I bought it. I think it's probably roughly in the lower end of what you would pay for a PlayStation One Classic. Um, if you're going to buy LSD Dream Emulator, that is the way to get it. For the love of God, do not buy a copy of that game off of eBay. It's like $100, $200 to get. Like, it's one of the most expensive games you can import from Japan. Like, the prices you like for Japanese copies of games, like even games that are rare over here, are usually pretty low. Like, I've got the entire Earthbound Mother trilogy for like probably under $100 total to get Mother 1, 2, and 3. That is in box with like the manuals and anything. Like, I'm not sure if it's complete in box, but it has like the manual and the cartridge. I'm not sure if I'm ever like, maybe if there's like a fourth stimulus check for some reason, um, that's gonna happen. Or if I win the lottery somehow, even though I don't usually play lottery. Ellie. Anyway, so here is the second part of the intro, which is by memory. Um, Are actually like thunderstorms like that on Mars? Well, maybe there's some degree of terraforming that's happening. Not much.
Huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Come on, Lieutenant. It's not that bad.
Doesn't mean it can't kill us.
I'm more worried about the war back on Earth, or the fact that nobody here is reporting in.
Fair enough.
I wonder if I should give it like a something for um. There's also quest markers, which I believe are waypoint based, so maybe a further improvement.
Alliance. Sergeant Reeves. Doesn't look like he put up a fight.
Something's not right here. Keep a low profile till we know what's going on. Roger that.
Oh yeah, this thing. I'm not sure what to make of this system. Like a weight-based system for like for what I understand. Yeah, it's like if you're gonna be a biotic, carrying too many weapons is going to be an issue. And I honestly don't know what to say about that. I mean, like, I kind of have to address it and analyze it because it's kind of part of my unpaid job at this point. Um, the weird thing about the evolution of the Mass Effect games is that they're effectively kind of changing the rules with each installment. Like they're quite literally changing the rules. Like in Mass Effect 1, you had weapons that could fire effectively infinite ammo with only a cooldown to worry about. And it worked pretty well. And it could have carried for the entire series, but instead they decided to switch to um, ammo. And I that is something that I think I did. I'm not sure if I addressed in my review, and my review is not even finalized yet, so I could address it. Um, like it is. I may have addressed it somewhere. I can't remember. Like I feel like it almost could be a negative, except it doesn't really impact the game that much. At least on the difficulty I was playing at. Maybe ammo drops are another like aspect of difficulty, and they're more rare when you start to get into higher levels of difficulty. But like it was rarely a problem. The only real issue with it is just wasted potential, and I'm not sure if of expanding upon it or you know just making it the innovative feature one of the innovative features that defines the series. I think it would be really interesting if um, Mass Effect 4/5, whatever the hell they decided to call it, um, if there's even going to be a number on it assigned to it. Um, I mean, I think if they assign a number to it, it probably should be Mass Effect 4, especially if it's going to be kind of a more or less direct sequel to Mass Effect 3. I mean, like, we don't have a lot of, like, numbered sequels these days. I think we need to bring the numbered sequel back. And why not do it in a way that is actually kind of confusing? I mean, come on, it's chronologically confusing. Um, so I suppose if it kind of takes place between Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda, then it would technically be Mass Effect 4, making Andromeda Mass Effect 5. Whatever. Um, but it would be interesting if they tried to actually revisit the idea of um, effectively infinite ammo with a cooldown. Um, I can kind of see some design reasons why to change it to ammo because you could argue that the weapon cooldown mechanic is kind of um uh detrimental in a way that you run out of ammo and you have to wait for it to cool down and you have to wait for it to cool down and it kind of messes up the pace of the action somewhat. I don't know, like scrounging for ammo can potentially interrupt the pace of the action just as much, if not more. I can't remember if this game has like a universal ammo type or what. I think it has like most of the game is littered with like ammo crates that just refill everything. Like there's a lot of I guess kind of lazy game design when it comes to ammo drops, and you know, like BioWare doesn't understand how to do ammo drop balancing. I think that may even have been one of the reasons why they decided to just do the unlimited ammo with a cooldown in Mass Effect 1 is because they're used to making you know medieval type RPGs. Um, I mean they did make Knights of the Old Republic, which I don't, but I mean Knights of the Old Republic was also kind of very much a Dragon Age ish approach. You know, and the idea that like blasters have effectively infinite ammo. I haven't really played Knights of the Old Republic that much, so I don't know like how it plays with regard to ammo, but I would imagine it might have infinite ammo. Um, so yeah, like I think like if like the archer character in a Dragon Age game effectively has infinite arrows, and that's actually carried on through the entire series. It's just kind of built with the understanding that maybe they just carry a lot of arrows and they replenish their supply whenever they go into town, and it doesn't, it's kind of an off-screen thing. Um, because basically it makes it so in a game like Dragon Age, it makes it so that archers have this inherent. Um, I think the justification for infinite ammo for archers in Dragon Age, at least, is that, as I started to say, like I think archers would be at a disadvantage compared to other characters because they have ammo and they run out. Granted, tabletop RPGs don't really um, consider that for balance, although a DM has a discretion to just say, you have infinite ammo, or infinite arrows, and we're just going to either assume that you're getting like an invisible amount of gold every time, or you're collecting them from enemies, or etc. etc. Um, but anyway, yeah. What was I talking about? I feel like anyway, I think that unlimited ammo with a cooldown element, especially if you have a robust cover system, um, is is decent. Like if your weapon happens to overheat, well, you just take cover until it. It's the same thing as if your health goes low. You know. So yeah, now adding this little nickel to everything is a little, it's taking things a step further, basically. And I'm not sure what to make of it. Like, granted, I am fairly attached to shotgun with pistols as a backup. I'm fine. Um, Although I kind of prefer shotgun with assault rifle as a backup. I don't know if we can do that or not. Like, mm, it's kind of middle ground. I mean, obviously, assault rifle weighs more than a shotgun, so I guess that's fair. We could try that. Um, like by default, I think I'm kind of neutral to the changes because I only really impact gameplay. I mean, here I guess it impacts gameplay more. Like the whole ammo thing is kind of just a neutral. Like it's a change. I kind of prefer the old way of doing it, but I'm not sure I have a strong enough opinion to add it to my review. Um, Here, maybe because it actually affects my power recharge speed. Also, it begs the question: how were we able to carry a full suite of weapons in Mass Effect 2 without it affecting our power recharge speed? Like, this is just a thing you have to accept with the way they're tweaking the mechanics between games. Like, why? Like, they do address, at least in Chatterbarker, like, the whole inability to hack things with Omnichell. But they don't ever address the whole weapons needing ammo thing in lore. Maybe there's something like obscure someplace to explain that. This would be incredibly difficult to explain. Like, why suddenly our biotics attached, our biotic abilities attached to how encumbered we are? Like, again, you could explain it in some weird way between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 that weapons developed in a way where, like, suddenly clips were required. You can even do some sort of presentational, retcon thing where, like, you know, the overheat, which is the way of presenting the thermal clips, they need to reload the thermal clip. And suddenly Cerberus had the military.
Holy shit. They're executing them. They know we're here now. Those guys were Cerberus, weren't they? Sure looked like it.
What's Cerberus doing here on Mars?
Good question.
You don't know?
I'm not with them anymore, Ash, if that's what you're asking.
It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit convenient.
I'm not even sure. I don't think I've addressed the Cerberus thing yet. I mean, because it's just now coming up.
Look out! Doesn't look like they came here in force. Yeah, just a few vehicles.
Kinda suggests they had help. From the inside.
Seems likely.
You'd need a lot more men and firepower to take this place otherwise.
Doesn't really feel that terrible so far.
I need a straight answer, Shepard.
Ash.
Look, don't ash me. Do you know anything about this? What is Cerberus doing here?
What makes you think I know what they're up to?
You worked for them. How am I supposed to believe you've cut all ties?
We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it.
They rebuilt you from scratch. They gave your ship, resources.
Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want. Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. I just...
You of all people should know what I'm about, Ash.
do. It's just that.
Why is she running from them and not? I mean, maybe. Maybe her bodies don't really work that well in an enclosed space.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
Liara.
I was worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard.
Yeah, it was difficult to leave.
Ashley, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you'd know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here on Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you
I
destroyed
really
the
wish
Reaper, you bought us some time, but then you were under
they.
investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
Okay, I feel I need to address this. I'm not sure. I don't think it has anything to do with like my feelings of like an SJW thing or whatever. Like, this isn't really an SJW thing. This is a continuity thing. And something that I really wish they would have addressed. Like, they addressed the Miranda butt shot thing. They could have addressed the boob continuity issue. Now, I understand the Asari have some different biology, but that's even more reason why her bust shouldn't have grown substantially from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3. Like, do Asari undergo puberty from like 100 and something to like a certain kind of puberty that like I don't know. Like, you could potentially excuse Liara through some quirk of Asari biology that Ashley is harder to excuse. And unless it's in her character that like she underwent some augmentation between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. like I like this game will have no shortage of negatives, but I imagine, but like this is a negative. So I look into a mod, but I think I already kind of had. So I guess I'm kind of just the outlier with regard to this aspect of continuity. I know some people were kind of upset with Liara, but mostly just the way her face has changed, which doesn't bother me. Like, heck, even her face changing kind of in the middle of Mass Effect 2, I didn't really notice that much. I mean, I think the fact that I'm not giving a negative for each character who suffers from this aspect is going to be a balancing point here. Like, my way of addressing the fact that it's kind of a minor issue. It's maybe not going to bother everybody. Some people might even like it.
I was under house arrest. There wasn't much I could do to help you anyway.
I suppose you're right. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We've got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
They're getting closer. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us.
I mean, we already...
Not a problem for someone with biotics. You can't hide forever. That's all of them.
good. Let's find a way up.
This might be a better tutorial than... in general than the actual intro level, which was kind of poorly paced. Okay, this isn't very waypoint based. It's kind of waypoint based, but not really.
They've sabotaged the elevator.
Look for another way up.
I guess the whole puzzle here is figuring out how to get up.
This is a secure station. How did Cerberus get in?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
Also, camera. This may be different in this version that they have a universal character creation system. But I seem to think that Femship in the original also kind of was enhanced a bit.
Shepard, take cover.
Wait, reminding me that cards can't be used during cooldown. Is that a tutorial feature that I can shut off?
We'll need access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby.
Thank you for your kind offer of new and cutting edge technology. As with every other offer you made, we're going to have to decline. Our proprietary rights experts have gone over your contracts again and found them lacking again. In short, we're not interested. Please don't contact us anymore with your generous offers. Isn't Exogeny like a Cerberus front or something?
Damn it. Security's been tampered with. That's odd. What the? Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but...
Hey, did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivakore. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
Alright, looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
I wonder if I should do another save it to like have him shaved down to his goatee. I don't know.
Storm's getting closer.
Oh,
What the hell? Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint.
Then that's where we're headed. Barely. Storm's causing interference. Tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position? I didn't read that. James. Repeat. Damn it.
That storm's going to be in here very soon.
Yeah, I think it's already here.
Good point. This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced.
No, you have to override security protocols.
The only reason I hesitate to give a negative for Cerberus having an army is that there are things that I believe we might be revealed kind of shortly that um uh I can't remember when they're exactly it's revealed. Things that are a bit spoilery potentially. That might explain how they were able to amass an army so quickly. Who the hell is that woman messing? Is that woman messing in my files? Get her out of here! I won't mess up my some wannabe expert who will be gone next week. Damn strangers who think they know it all but don't care about what we're trying to achieve here. Dr. Ava, seriously? Don't remember what happened last time?
Flashlights. Roger that. Delta down. What's our order? There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core. Check the next room. It's dark in there. Want me to shut the windows? No, not unless you want to decompress this room too. I don't see anyone. Come on, there's no one alive in there. Let's keep moving.
You were saying?
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, looks like there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Come on, Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I just think about what I'd lose if I fail.
That's a terrible burden.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
Thanks, I want to believe you. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
That's interesting. I'm not sure if I give a positive or not. I'm really second guessing myself a lot suddenly. Hey Ellie, where you going? Hey, stupid head, I will ask you how you're doing. As I hear you guys are propagating germs in the shape of a cold down there in storage. Look, I I know your propane doodads are fascinating and all, but you guys have got to stop burning the midnight oil and keep regular sleeping hours. Honestly, anyway, I forwarded you the latest findings to HQ and Earth, and some of this pressure in the air. What's the Hey, this was is it like dictated or something? Whoa!
What's that smell?
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
This is where they studied the various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
Fucking on and shut up. Just observations on how the Protheans are studying humanity in its early phases. Hey, everybody out. Thank you. Oh, great. Oh God, Ashley, what are you doing still there?
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here. Look out!
No kidding.
Is that the only way in? It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you! Get me out of here. Keep your head down. Keep your head down.
Okay, what?
Get me out of here. Stay in cover, Shepard.
Yeah, this is like.
Damn it!
Oh, okay. Like.
Keep moving.
Okay.
Head down.
This is like a way of tutorializing us through fire.
Stay in cover, Shepard. Clear. The turret can't fire on us from here.
I'm not even sure I noticed this until. I was about to kill him. Why do you always have all the fun?
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one. And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not completely. What if we could find a short-range transmitter, helmet to helmet?
And?
And then we convince them that we're with them. And the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Lieutenant Commander has become very capable.
That she has.
Shepard, I found something.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... Oh. Oh, God.
Yeah, this.
He looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. But they've definitely done something to him.
Engineered by Cerberus? They claim to stand for humanity, and they do this to their own people. That could have been you, Shepard. For all I knew, that's what Cerberus had done to you.
How can you compare me to that thing?
I don't know what you are. Not since they got their hands on you. Is it really you in there? Do you even know? I mean, could they be controlling you?
Ash.
I'm just talking out loud. I don't need you to answer. I doubt there's anything you could say to convince me. I guess I just need some time to get to know you again. To find the guy I used to love.
I'm the same person I always was, Ash. And I want you with me. Wherever this takes us.
That's what I needed to hear.
Good. Let's see if we can get that tram sent over here. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Elsie.
On it. Right away! Here they come. Got it. Understood.
I'm probably gonna give a positive for relationship with Ashley, with the fact that it's kind of acknowledged a little bit. Like a lot actually. Like with the dialogue with Liara, and then again the dialogue with Ashley herself. It's probably romance of Ashley is kind of better handled so far than a relationship with Liara.
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of pissed off Cerberus troops.
And I can't target them. How'd they get over there?
They put up a good fight. Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
Like, did they just like kidnap a bunch of people and turn them into convert them into soldiers? Like that's kind of the only real explanation I can think of for how Cerberus went from like hundreds of agents to a I think all of our ammo is full. So
Ash.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Earth is under siege, and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proved that.
That base was an abomination. Hundreds of thousands of humans were murdered there.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
well, we have like the renegade option up front.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources, and I'll stop them.
You'd do better than most. but the odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval.
You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful.
Uh-oh.
But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara.
Don't interfere with my plans, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard. The data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn. How's he
Should I go ahead and give a negative to that doofus in the background?
Hey, step away from the console. Now. She's got the data. She's faster than she looks.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
There she is.
Stay on her.
She's getting away.
What was it? It's
Over there.
where she literally cheats. Yeah, she cheats. Her shields regenerate.
James, you read me?
Wolfen.
Radio the Normandy. Get them down here now. Away. Damn it. James, Normandy, anybody.
I got this one.
You Terminator fame.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
We need the data.
Okay. Now cue the Terminator fame. Do.
Let her go.
Orders?
Finish her.
Who are you, Shang Tsung? Of course, now she doesn't have any help. It shouldn't look that bad. Okay, she does play pretty bad.
Ashley needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Ash. See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Shepard, are you reading me? Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up?
I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Ashley's been hurt. We're taking her to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Commander. Edie is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Ash?
I've done what I can for her. She needs proper medical attention soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers. Yeah.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this.
You didn't do all that much to Earth.
Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm going to check on Ash. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't. Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking her?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard, got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Hey, can I have your old rank?
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So, you're here to bring us to the council?
I'm here to tell you the council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Adina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Adina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
Not sure if to make it the Mars mission. It's kind of generic tutorial. A little boring. It's more exciting than the. It's better done than the first mission on Earth. Like, I'll give it that. I feel like it's kind of a net neutral, for lack of a better way of putting it. Like, it's not really worthy of noting. It does a pretty good job. Like, I give it a control positive just for the more dynamic. I give it a positive for the more dynamic cover system. I don't know if I can give it positive for tutorialization because it's just kind of meh. It's there. It's not egregiously bad, but it's not particularly good either. Like, I don't feel it's like praiseworthy per se. Again, the best I can say is that it's better than the. I'm not sure what to say about Cerberus having an army. Like, it doesn't quite bother me as much as it maybe should. I mean, it doesn't really bother me as much as it bothers Lore Runner. Let's just put it that way. I'm obviously more bothered by character model continuity than by whether or not it's realistic to believe that Cerberus could have marshaled up a substantial army in half of a year, even with like some Reaper technology behind them to like indoctrinate people against their will into the cause.
Ma'am, I can't say when we're deploying or where or why.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. Was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the Council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Okay, that's bad animation. Like, I'm standing behind you. How?
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I suppose you wanted an interview.
Even better. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used.
Hey, we got our first war asset. Hey, I'm telling what to do. Negative control. Interaction.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
I wonder how I should handle this. This particular bit of conversation is great. It's worth a positive. I don't know if I should just keep track of like how many ongoing conversations like this happen in the game, and how many of them are like noteworthy or really interesting. This one is really interesting.
Welcome to Certa.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research. Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
Certa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
Yeah, which one should we?
Certa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
coming to Certa. How can we help you? All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
Certa is a non-profit
Let's
organization
buy her all the poetry.
of all sapient life.
Thank you for coming to Certa. Be safe. How can we help you?
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy.
Raced? You're
The
disgraced.
military has abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force. Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space.
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
But this getting probably at least 2 positives overall. Like, this bit of background dialogue is.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we'll need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
Hades Gamma Cluster
When I
to
ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Metagel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Ilium is under attack. Although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Palaven and Earth, the invading force appears to be...
Ash. Hey. It's Shepard. I should have known you'd pull through. You're stubborn. Always were. Scared me pretty bad back there on Mars. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing. Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. I'll see you soon.
According to the Council, these
Plus 2 reputation. Some of the backgrounds, at least these backgrounds, seem to look pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm really... I really need to start, like, a standard for, like, what I get positives and... This looks rather two-dimensional. The skybox. They probably should replace this with like volumetric clouds for the remaster or something. I'm not sure it's like it may be one thing that will effectively prevent this from getting a actual positive. I mean, maybe this is actually like an illusion or like a projection rather than actual clouds. Like that is that what they're conveying here? It's really hard to say. Like there should be like more evidence of that, like scan lines or something to like.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian
Excuse
hegemony
me.
has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Thank you. You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter-in-law.
Yeah, that would also get positive. Like, would it be too much to give each and every one of these standout background dialogue, ongoing background dialogues a positive?
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Damn press.
To see you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down in the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here in my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years.
Somebody making politicians of the weeds of the galaxy bumper sticker.
It's pretty damn close.
Was that like he was captain and now he's commander? Anima. English was recalled. Oh man, we can't buy any of these. I think these are all like high-end items. Headshot, 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 headshot. Hey. Like there's one for armor. One for health, another for shield. That's the way to like educate us on And that's pretty good on all things. Not even close up, but still. Oh, there we go. That sets it all the way back. I might give us an information positive. Then also a interaction data for the inability to save in the power range. That's pretty good. It's not as effective against armor and shield from a distance, but it's pretty good against health, I guess. Maybe. I mean, it depends on the angle. These have a good. It seems to work really good against armor, regardless of distance. I think we can also test about abilities. Yep, it also doesn't take to. I mean, can't use by a charge, but it's our signature ability. Actually, back to. Okay.
Commander, Councilor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Counselor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers.
Ah, the Reapers.
We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you
Sure, we'll give you everything.
our own worlds will fall.
We must.
Sure, we'll give you everything we can spare. And that is to say, nothing. Because we can't spare anything.
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scales. It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hagen. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And Udina's right. We need to stand together, now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the war summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war. And you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you, we've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
That sounds like you won't succeed. I helped you into this office because I thought you'd be effective.
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
That's probably the extent of our reward for voting it in.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Probably gonna call it a night soon.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions. Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
The same thing I've been doing for the past 3
Oh,
years.
come on!
Find a way to stop the Reapers. Get some help, Khaleesa. I have work to do.
That was really weird. I might have done it, I didn't get any feedback for it, though.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but... You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I guess we don't have a lot of destinations unlocked yet. For some reason.
One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Okay. First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
So you blipped out. Can I give it an information negative to this? Not like the sequence itself, it's fine. Again, I feel a bit lukewarm on it overall, but
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
People around me have a tendency to get hurt. Or worse. Ash is just the latest in a long line.
She's a soldier like you. And she's a fighter. If anyone can get better on will alone, it's her.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
I could probably complain about the whole quantum entanglement thing and like how they could have set that all up in 6 months, given the expense and just how complicated it is. But Also, this we may be giving another negative. I'm probably gonna say the interaction. This would probably be a positive to interaction.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah.
If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure
1,
we'd be guarding our own borders.
2. Wait, what? They made it shorter. There's a mod to remove the wait time. I'm not gonna give it a positive, but I'll give it a lack of a negative. Cause I think in the original Mass Effect 3, like this is a much longer sequence because it's literally meant to like load from the war room into the main Normandy. But here it's just like a second, literally 1 second.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Oh, we can't fight with true conventional means. There's K9. That's at least that's part of the legendary edition. Originally, you had to buy like the deluxe collector's edition to get the K9. And that had the capacity to cut it to dancer he suggested. Here's the Eden Prime for mission. I think if we get back on board, the Citadel will have access to more stuff. Which is kind of weird.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
We never did that, Joker. Also, this mirror, this face looks more stiff and weird. Man, they got rid of some stuff here. A fish! A space hamster! Most of my model ships. Should I have like a portrait of Jack or something here? Negative to something. There we go. Go for the rugged look. I mean, a hoodie is like what we have in Canon now. It's actually kind of a bit chilly in here. So I could potentially. I mean, it's gonna start warming up too. At least in the. Excuse me, just. Well, I'm putting this on just as we're about to wrap up, so. Why would we have Cerberus armor? Huh? Okay. What? Shiny or matte? I mean, it's all pretty shiny. Like super shiny, or the kind of shiny. I like the kind of shiny. We also have pink lights to match our hair. Yeah, there's more melee damage. Uh, better shield regeneration. And we still have this N7 logo on it. That's actually one of the things I actually like about well, both customization in general, and the fact that every armor has the N7 logo on it. In fact, I think that would have been a welcome change to Mass Effect 1 is adding the N7 logo to every armor that Shepard can wear. At least as long as he or she is the one who's wearing it. I'm not sure if there's a way to do that, like with mods. since I only have that. While we're thinking about it, let's give a. I'm giving more positives to this game than negatives. Um, okay. So I got that, and then I got two information positives for the Asari Commando background conversation, and then the mother with dementia as background conversation. So each background conversation is getting its own positive, as long as it's like notable. Otherwise, some of them are probably going to be kind of like the guy with his who had to have his legs amputated may or may not get a positive. There could be a cumulative positive for like all the other ones, which are or just for the existence of it in general. Maybe. Like I'm starting to feel like this game is going to get, in terms of quantity, which is the main factor here, it may get more positives than negatives. Like I'm gonna have to get creative to like hate on it more. I'm probably not gonna hate it on it just because it's popular to hate on it. We don't have many background conversations on the ship itself compared to Mass Effect 2. And now we're just locked out of the women's restroom. That is very transphobic. Just saying. I mean, I guess debating whether or not by Council of Geeks definition, considering like non-binary individuals to be trans, it would be transphobic. I guess that would be the one benefit to considering non-binaries as trans would be that you could use the term transphobia to define attitudes that run contrary to I think we have to get Chakwas from the Citadel. I can reassign powers, which I don't want to do. I think we can recruit Chakwas like now. These Garrets, I need him to do some calibrations. If our ship is not properly calibrated, there's going to be hell to pay. Jump scare?
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
Maybe getting a positive? Filtering for adding ammo. I mean, shield strength is kind of good universally. And he starts having more ammo, but like ammo is if it's anything like Mass Effect 2, we're not gonna have like a shortage of ammo.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted
I'll
you
probably read this later. I might speak to Liara later, actually, too.
Enjoy your day.
Right now we're on an Easter egg hunt for... our little ships. I mean, you know, if at some point we need to destroy them all in a fit of rage, but if they're not all there, you know, we can't be like, no! They will pay for what they did! You know. Yeah. We get him? Where? Yeah. Space hamster, come back. I love you. Where? Come on. What the hell? Control negative. What? What did... I saw like an interaction thing for a second there. But apparently, like, we were right next to her. Okay. This made me feel legitimate negative. Like, we had to be at precisely the right angle and distance to recover our space hamster. What the hell? Like, I'm giving this a negative. I'm hitting the button when the prompt comes up. What the hell, man? How does this fucking work? Like, I'm mashing the A button. I'm gonna rage quit this game. What the hell? What? Of all the friggin' times for my... How did I catch the space hamster? There's like an entire 3-minute video. How long did it take you to... My god. It should not be this freaking hard. Like, I'm literally right on top of it, and the prompt goes away. There we go. First try. The guys help. Sorry, I'm not really talking to anyone right now. I'm trying to find my model ships. And apparently, until I... This is the one section of the ship that I can't even explore cursory. There's her.
Hey there.
I need to find a mod that replaces the space doggy with a space kitty. A canine with feline. Like it was just, a fee with a dash next to it. I don't know what indicator I'm going to have as to whether or not I've actually recovered all the mall trips. What about that like trophy and artifact thing that I found? It was weird. I think that's everything. We might have an actual spot for a shadow broker ring. It looks like all our spots filled. Now, I think we need to. I'm probably gonna wait until I've done stuff on the Citadel before even talking to anyone. I think search and rescue might actually be a negative.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am. Requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
Let me guess, I have no access to anything besides the embassies and the hospital.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
My God, why?
One moment, please.
This might actually be an interaction / control negative.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Should this be a negative? I mean, I don't have a lot so far to give negatives to. But this feels like negative word to me, kind of. Because I don't think our ability to explore the Citadel has ever been so. Yeah, so truncated. Like, comparing it to previous games, I don't think they've ever actually truncated our ability to explore the Citadel to this extent. Like, I think we may have to do the Paladin mission before we could actually explore any more of the Citadel, which is stupid. There's no like in-game reason for why we cannot explore the full Citadel at this point. It makes no sense. I'm about to sign up. Sorry. People just seem to show up when I'm about to stop streaming. Anyway, as you probably knew, I have started a system recently of reviewing games based on positives and negatives to information and interaction, and so far there are more positives than negatives, surprisingly. But the most recent negative is the inability to explore the Citadel. We just have these two sections. I know there are more sections that unlock. I believe this is an interaction slash control because like we have no ability to explore the rest of the Citadel. Now, if I were playing this game for the first time, I'd be like, why is the Citadel so small all of a sudden? Like, they're just the docking bay, the embassies, and the hospital. And I'm kind of generally for the idea of um like a gradually opening world and like rewarding you for progress, but this is not the way to do that. Like, give us more missions, give us more of the galaxy to explore, but don't limit our ability to explore, the main town of the game. I want to do shopping. And the only place to shop on the Citadel is like the gift shop on, like, we only have the gift shop which is mostly like frivolous stuff. And the Spectre shop, which we can't buy anything because we don't have enough money. So yeah. And we can't buy fish. We need to restock our fish. And also get to meet Kelly so that we can get our fish back. And also address the one negative, which I'm already fixing with a mod. Because I'm going to give a negative to spoilers, Kelly, for the fact that we have to romance her to get our fish back. I have a mod where we don't have to do that, so I think I already gave a negative to Mass Spec 2 for the fact that you had to romance her to get her to feed your fish. Because that's dumb. Like, I think we already are like building a friendship with her, and that's not enough reason for her to decide to feed our fish for her, or feed for her to feed our fish. Like, I mean, the reason I didn't romance Kelly is one fraternizing, I guess, but also I was romancing Jack, and I did not want to cheat on someone who could literally kill me with her mind. That just doesn't seem like an advisable thing to do. Actually, I had to say that whether or not we end up getting back together with Ash is really going to hinge on how well we think Jack is going to react to that. Oh, we're in first person mode for a second there. Um, I'd say that like this Shepherd is probably more of a largely Paragon. My previous playthrough, I was playing more of a. I did a couple years ago. You can find the archives on my YouTube channel. Um, I was playing like a character that starts out with a femshep that named Zandra, who started out as ruthless and I can't remember she's very racist against Batarians because they basically destroyed her homeworld. So I think it was like the orphan. I think it was the orphan and ruthless background, and then through her relationship with Liara, she becomes a little more Paragon, then Renegade again, then back to Paragon. So kind of, although like technically she's more of a, let's see, a Renegon, I guess, whereas Justin in this one is more of a kind of Paragade, but like mostly Paragon, like largely Paragon, like capable of making tough calls occasionally when it serves the greater good. Like the hostage situation in Bring Down the Sky, for example. You know, there's like literally, as far as we can see, 3 people in there, and this is a guy who is quite willing to sacrifice an entire planet for a petty grudge. So basically, the last playthrough, I tried to do like a character arc type of a thing, and here it's more about creating a consistent yet dynamic personality. Anyway, another thing I'll say about my previous playthrough is that I used a fair number of mods. Here, I'm going to be using them somewhat sparingly because I'm reviewing the game this time around. So, like, I'm doing things that are like cosmetic or things that are correcting problems that are. Yeah, it's Pixels Plays. You can look at Pixels Plays Mass Effect, um, Pixels Plays Persona 4, Pixels Plays Skyrim. Like, basically, that's kind of because like there are, I think, other channels with similar names, and the search algorithm is a little weird. So I just recommend looking for specific playthroughs rather than. But you know it's the right one when you see like the mascot up there. And I think I've also played Dragon Age. It's a shame that I can't actually like, as far as I can tell, I can't actually link the YouTube channel from the Twitch channel. I can link the Twitch channel from the YouTube channel. but not the other way around. I'm pretty proud of my original playthrough of the Mass Effect trilogy. That's actually like when I first started streaming on Twitch was, I believe, Mass Effect 3. So it's this exact game. Is when I discovered Restream and the ability to stream to multiple platforms at once. Anyway, there are a bunch of things you can do. It'll take a few seconds of your time. I see you've already followed me, so that's the thing you can do on Twitch. On YouTube, you can do a bunch of other things. Also have a Patreon if you're interested in that. A Minecraft Realm if you're interested in that. And of course, it's all optional, obviously. But in any case, I thank you for watching. Until next time, sayonara.